One random question that came in. It's I don't know if this is slightly shady, not necessarily towards you, but I was thinking of asking you about this because I remember hearing about this. So there's a story that I don't know if you know Kornbread from season 14.
I'm gonna shut my camera down. Uh-huh. Go ahead. Bring it.
So on a podcast, this happened a while ago. Cornbread was on a podcast. Obviously, Cornbread hurt her ankle on Drag Race, and someone said, "Oh, Cornbread and Madame LaQueer, because they're the original ankle queens, should do something." And then Cornbread said that she didn't like you, and there was some story about tips being stolen at a show. And I was just wondering if you could talk about that.
Okay. So I'm gonna speak about it chronologically, right? So this is from my perspective. This is what's going on my end. So we're talking about a show, and I, at the moment I had no idea what she was talking about. It took me a moment to remember, because it's a lot of weed. Um, I I remember that we were backstage in Palm Springs, and I tend to do this thing where I like I have a lighter. I'll be like, oh my God, and my lighters could be in my hand. Have you seen my lighter? Oh my God, my lighter's here. I have no idea what's that. I go anxious about it. So imagine my bag of tips. I will grow anxious. Hey, have you seen a bag? So at some point, I may have asked her, hey, have you seen my bag? It had my tips on it. And that's it. And she probably took that as this. I thought that she was stealing her tips. I didn't give a shit about that. I found my bag. It was just misplaced by me. So like like I wouldn't accuse anybody of that unless I actually saw you, unless I know that you did it. So yeah, like I have so anyway, point that to me, cornbread has never been a problem. I've always I've genuinely liked her. Like when she got on Drag Race, I was happy. I was like, "Oh my God, Kornbread got on Drag Race! I'm so happy for her." Yeah, we've exchanged words before. I thought she was fun. Even when we got on DragCon, I'm sure they did it on purpose. But but um, the DragCon people, they put Cornbread and me next to each other on the format, and then Morgan McMichael's in one corner, Jessica Wilde in another. And I decided, you know what, I'm going to call this the ankle corner. We worked together a couple of times. We actually like spoke. I remember knowing that she got on Hocus Pocus. I was like, oh my God, I'm so jealous of you. It's my favorite movie ever. Oh my God, you met them. You were on stage with them. So that was like a big deal. I remember having that conversation with her, and I thought we were cool. Like I had no idea. I run into her at precinct, and I ask her, and she mentions me about the thing in Palm Springs. And I'm like, I have no idea what the you're talking about. So it took me a second to remember. I was like, oh, really? That's that's what's, that's what's all this thing about. And And you know what? I want to give into the negativity as little as possible. But what kind of like at this point where I'm not happy is where I feel like she went out of her way to be shady. Like, you know, posting things on Twitter. I had to block her. I had better things to do with my life. And do your thing. I'm happy for her. I respect her. I told her when I saw her in front of her, it's like, girl, I have nothing but love for you. Like I respect you. Like, what's going on? Like what's this? But I can't win every battle, and a lot of the times it might be not even be about me. Let's put it that way. It might not even be about me. So I just gotta let that go. So I just move on, and that's it. That's what happens. Sadly.
So yeah, you mentioned you did speak to her after it all happened, but then you
Yes.
blocked her on Twitter. So am I
We
thinking
blocked, no, wait, correction. We blocked each other.
okay? And so
We blocked each other.
I guess you've resolved it, but you're not like friends in that sense, or you've
No,
not
we
resolved.
haven't resolved it. This is not being resolved.
Oh,
We may
okay,
say we may say hi, but it's like a hi, hi, and keep
okay.
walking. Not resolved. No, we haven't had a conversation about that.
And unfortunately, that happens with drag. I mean, obviously, I know nothing about it, so I can't sort of get in, give my opinion or anything like that. So I don't know, but it was just I remember hearing about it. It was on Reddit and stuff like that, and someone mentioned it in the
Yeah,
questions, and I was
my friends
like,
brought it up to me. I'm like, drop it. I don't want to hear it. I would not give it the time of day.